Hola gente, les habló Tior93 y pues bienvenidos al capítulo número 45 de este Genshin Impact. Antes que nada quiero agradecerles a todos ustedes por seguirme ahí detrás de la pantalla, muchísimas gracias. Y también los quiero invitar a suscribirse si aún no lo han hecho. En este capítulo vamos a hacer la misión número 2 de Zhongli. Vamos a hacer esta, que es la historia antiqua acto 2 de Zhongli. Vamos a desbloquearlo y vamos a hacer esta misión. Que muchos de ustedes me estuvieron diciendo en directos pasados que tenías que hacerla porque tenía historia, que tenía varias cosas muy buenas, etcétera, etcétera, etcétera. Y por eso lo vamos a hacer. Vamos aquí. Y nos marca que estamos bien lejos. Ok, muy bien. Busca a Catherine en gremio de aventuras de Liyue. Vamos por aquí.
Hi, Catherine. It's us. Any new commissions?
As a matter of fact, there's one that looks perfect for you two. Uncle Dai is one of the foremen at Huishan Hall over in Liyue Harbor. He's hoping the Adventurers Guild can spare some manpower.
What is it we have to do exactly?
I believe you'll be looking for workers.
Ooh, looking for people? Awesome! We're good at that!
I have no reason to doubt your abilities. I'm sure the details can be worked out face to face. If you're willing to accept this commission, head over to the dock and talk to Uncle Dai.
Más que una simple piedra. Ok, vamos para allá. Está algo retirada la misión. ¿Cuánto tiene distancia? 61, ¿no? Ni tanto. Vamos por aquí. Vamos a volar y está aquí abajo.
Hey, are you Uncle Dai?
I am indeed. Ah, now then. You must be the adventurers assigned by the guild.
Huh? How could you tell?
By the clothes on your back and the look on your face. Experienced adventurers at that, I'll wager.
Right again! You're pretty perceptive!
In this trade, you need a sharp eye for people, not just rocks. Uncle Dai can see what you're made of from a long way off. Alright, my assistant should be arriving soon, so let's just wait here a moment.
Woo-woo! That's why we're here! Now there's someone else taking a cut?
Well, to tell you the truth, this is a very difficult matter. Too much for adventurers alone to handle life here.
So there is someone else! Do you think we're not up to the job?
It just occurred to me that you don't have all the facts. The incident in question happened in a mine, and it's a little out of the ordinary, to say the least. Mines are dangerous places, as I'm sure you're aware. As such, I've enlisted an industry expert to cover all contingencies. Last time I checked, adventurers weren't experts in ore appraisal or geological analysis. With a professional by your side, everything should run smoothly. Besides, this guy's the best in his field. No matter the rock, he'll tell you its value to the nearest mora at a glance. I'd go as far to say that there's not a soul on Tevat that knows rocks better than him. I'd be a fool to not enlist an expert of his caliber.
You're a fool if you think you found Tevat's #1 rock expert.
Oh? And why might that be?
Because Tevat's #1 rock expert happens to be a friend of ours. Ha-ha! Didn't expect that, did you? Wait here, we'll go fetch him. Hanno bets Zhongli is listening to the storyteller. Let's head over.
Ok, tenemos que ir por Zhongli, que lo tenemos aquí mismo. Pero bueno, ese nosotros no contamos. Vamos por él.
In our last tale, Rex Lapis.
Zhongli, there you are!
Oh, here for a few tales? I didn't know you two were connoisseurs.
Oh, no, we're here for you. Do you have time?
Ah, something I'm rarely short of.
We need someone who understands geology and ore.
Someone who understands geology and ore.
Ugh. Take a look around. Is there anyone in Teyvat more qualified? The requester claims to have enlisted Teyvat's #1 rock expert, but Paimon doesn't believe a word of it. Nobody understands rocks better than you.
You appear to have taken his claim quite personally on my behalf.
Oh, no. It's just... Uncle Dai doesn't know what he's talking about. Paimon just wants to enlighten him.
I see. Well then, it will be my pleasure to accompany you.
Really?
But I should inform you that despite my expertise, I cannot necessarily claim to be a leading authority. We are at all times adrift in a sea of learning. New knowledge should be welcomed with open arms. Still, I imagine I will be of help to you in this endeavor. If we do encounter an expert, I look forward to broadening my own understandings.
Ugh. Stop being so modest, Zhongli. Well, we got him. Let's head back to Uncle Dai.
Ok, entonces vamos de regreso. Muy bien, ahí está. Estamos algo cerca, de hecho sí es algo muy, pero muy cerca. Vamos para acá.
Uncle Dai, we're back!
Oh, and this must be the friend you spoke of?
Yep. Paimon doesn't know who your rock expert is, but he's got nothing on our guy.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Still, I do have a claim to some experience in this field.
Uh-huh, so you say. Wait till my guy gets here, then we'll see. It's no use me singing his praises. You'll have to see for yourselves.
Is this the place?
Aha! Speak of the devil. Allow me to introduce my assistant, Kun-jun. Young Kun, these are 2 adventurers assigned to us. And as for this gentleman... Wangsheng Funeral Parlor's consultant. Mr. Zhongli. I've heard about you. They say you're a man of great knowledge and many talents. I had no idea I'd be meeting you in person today.
I'm sure I recognize you. Have we met at the parlor? Wait, I've never been to the parlor.
Uncle Dai, aren't you gonna test them?
Huh? I wouldn't know where to start.
Then they can figure out a way to test each other. If Zhongli wins, he's the assistant. If Zhongli loses... never mind. Zhongli won't lose.
A contest? Why, it would be my pleasure.
I admire your enthusiasm, good sir.
I must say, you certainly have the look of an industry expert about you. It'll be interesting to see which one of us wins.
Stop talking the talk and start walking the walk.
I'm just saying it like I see it. Which is, incidentally, the only skill I have worth talking about.
So you're an appraiser, Mr. Kun-jun.
Well, no. Actually, I've already forgotten what I'm in Liyue Harbor for. I was standing by the side of the road one day when Uncle Dai called me over. He saw me holding a rock and asked me a few questions. He seemed incredibly excited, even followed me for a while.
Huh? How could you forget something like that?
I saw him on my way over to Liyue Harbor, poring over rocks and muttering to himself. I asked him a few questions out of curiosity. To my surprise, he knew more than me, and old...
So, do you have a poor memory?
Not exactly. Anyway, if it's rocks you need help with, I can most certainly lend a hand. Mr. Zhongli, what do you make of this rock?
A glossy exterior, with a fissure that could only have been left in the wake of a volcanic eruption. If I'm not mistaken, this is a rough gem from another nation.
Ah, a keen eye.
It's no ordinary rough gem. Fragile surface layer, black veining. My intuition tells me that there's high-quality crystal ore inside.
Remarkable! This rock does indeed hail from the vicinity of a volcano. I came across it in a market and snapped it straight up. The seller thought it was some leftover industrial remnant. Purity and geological rarity alone aren't enough to make a treasure. Some of the most precious crystals contain deposits of water or sand. In the moment of its formation, the crystal hidden within this stone shell captured a pocket of water. For water to be hidden in its depths, like a moon concealed within a mountain, reflecting shafts of daylight that make it through.
Such a detailed description. Almost like he saw it with his own 2 eyes. Say, you're not trying to hoodwink us, are you? After all, we haven't even seen what's inside yet.
Everything he said is true. Most crystals are born in high-temperature environments. Heat and water aren't natural bedfellows, of course, which is why crystals with water deposits are so sought after. Moreover, this particular crystal contains mountain lake water.
Well, if Zhongli says so, it must be true.
I've yet to encounter anyone with a judgment as shrewd as yours, Mr. Zhongli. How did you know exactly what lay within?
I've seen many such stones in my time. I recognized it immediately. I hope you didn't mind me flaunting my experience, Mr. Kunjun.
Of course not. I feel I've met a kindred spirit here today. I hope you will accept my friendship. Uncle Dai, it would be a mistake for Mr. Zhongli not to join us. Trust me when I say that his level of expertise is unrivaled in the trade.
Very well. There is strength in numbers, after all. Everyone, follow me to the chasm. There are men counting on you to find them.
Muy bien, empezaron a hablar de muchas rocas y yo no les entendí nada. Pero bueno, vamos allá para allá. Como dice Paimon, si dice Zhongli, eso es. Vamos para acá. Sí, esto es lo más cerca. Yo creo que de aquí puedo volar para allá. Bueno, vamos para acá.
Next on the agenda.
Hay enemigos.
Next on the agenda.
Muchos enemigos.
Another test subject.
Let's play.
Muy bien, vamos por aquí.
I will have order. Direct assault.
No touching. Brace yourself.
Muy bien, entonces eran todos. Sí, aquí está.
Whoa, this mine is huge.
This is where the incident occurred. 6 days ago, a group of us left the site to attend to other matters. When we returned, the 4 men we'd left behind had vanished. I led a team around the entire mine, but found no trace. That's when I decided to enlist help.
So 4 miners have disappeared.
Yes, there were 10 of us. We lost Long, Bold Sen, Brave Sen, and Mao. I worked with all of them.
Workers in this trade are usually young men in the prime of their lives.
Unlikely. There's no other lodging for miles around, and we didn't pass any other mines on the way over.
Huh. Such a huge mine. Did you really manage to explore every corner?
Underground, overground, we left no stone unturned. We tried everything short of digging further into the earth itself. How could 4 sturdy young men just vanish into the bedrock?
We'll need to explore the site ourselves before extracting any conclusions.
Very well. I'll wait here. Please, proceed wherever you'd like.
Okay.
Strange. How could the 4 of them just suddenly disappear? Did they run away from something? Let's look around. Over here! What's this? A pile of shirts, some trousers.
Huh. A few everyday items. They must belong to Uncle Dai and his men.
1, 2, 3, 4. Huh. pairs of trousers. These must be spares, right? Look, Uncle Dai's clothes are identical.
The 4 of them have been gone for 6 days without a change of clothes.
There's also a few handkerchiefs and some soap lying around. Oh, and some tool belts.
Items for washing one's face before the dawn shift. Mining equipment.
So, they didn't take any supplies.
Correct. Improbable. There are 4 pickaxes missing. They had time to take their tools, but not their everyday items?
Huh. Why would someone set off with their tools, but leave their luggage behind?
1, they were working close by and didn't need to move their personal effects. But seeing as they've yet to return, this seems an unlikely hypothesis. Or 2, they were forced to leave and had no time to think about their supplies.
Oh.
It's certainly a possibility.
If they didn't leave, maybe they were made to leave. Let's make a note and let Uncle Dai know.
Ok, entonces probablemente se los llevaron.
Kunjun, what do you have there?
Oh, right on time.
Did you find anything?
There's a chunk of ore here. Perhaps there are clues within.
Or, what does it have to do with the disappearance?
Let's find out. I'll give it a try. A moment, please. Okay.
Looks like he's concentrating really hard. What's he up to?
I see 4 men following someone out of the mine. It looks like a child.
A child? What's a child doing in a mine?
I'm not sure.
Also, how did you see anything exactly?
Oh, I don't mean see in the traditional sense. I would appreciate it if what I'm about to tell you remained a secret. It's a little odd. I've never dared to tell anyone before. I can perceive the memories of ore.
Huh?
Perceive? So there's no conjecture at work?
You mean you can put your hand on a rock and boom, it just happens?
I've always sensed that ore contains memories. Sometimes it records events that occur in the surrounding area. All I have to do is touch one and focus my attention, and the memories come to me.
Amazing! So you can find out everything that ever happened there.
It depends on the ore. Some ores have astounding memories. Others, like iron ore and white iron ore, aren't up to much. Their memories are hazy. Core lapis and crystal memories are much stronger. They record more events and in greater detail.
Stone seeing. Fascinating. A rare ability indeed.
I'm glad I can be of assistance. Based on what I saw, I believe they followed this path.
This will take us north, away from the mine.
North. Another clue for Uncle Dai. Let's make a note of it.
Una cosa, la niña que vimos, que vimos ahí, ¿no se rompe? Ok, la niña que vimos, que estaban ahí, que estaban siguiendo, ya la habíamos visto antes. ¿Dónde la has visto? Esa niña estaba cerca del árbol. No sé si se acuerdan que decía una tontería de que alguien iba a salir y que todo eso. No sé si se acuerdan, algo así que decía. ¿Vamos? En serio, me da coraje estos bichos, no se mueren. Me da bastante coraje. Esa niña la hemos visto antes, o sea, que la niña está cerca es como del árbol de no sé qué cosa, donde encontramos una vez a Xiao. No sé si está por aquí, por acá. No me acuerdo si es por aquí. Aquí hay un árbol gigante, no se acuerdan que tiene como unos ramas plateadas o algo así, que no tiene como flores ni nada, simplemente son las ramas. Y que vemos ahí a Xiao. Había una niña que decía tonterías de un dragón, de algo así, y es la misma niña. Estoy segurísimo de que es la misma niña del demonio. Y es la que anda ahí tras todo esto. Porque se le veía el pelo como azulito o algo así. ¿Es por aquí? Por aquí ya hemos estado anteriormente. Sí, por aquí ya hemos estado anteriormente. Muy, pero muy anteriormente. Vamos a hablar con este señor.
Excuse me, sir. Are you one of the workers here?
Ah, yes. You must be here about the disappearance. Please, find them if you can. I don't know what happened. The weather was gloomy that day. The foreman left with a few men. I stayed behind with the other 4. After a while, I decided to take a break. I ended up falling asleep in the shelter inside. When I woke up, there was no sight of them. I'd only just been speaking with them and suddenly... Maybe I'm next.
So the men that were out working disappeared, with the only one left to tell the tale having been asleep in a shelter. Perhaps an accident occurred on site.
What a scary thought. An on-site accident. We should note that down too. Found some clues. Time to report back to Uncle Di.
Ok, vamos a reportarlo con este señor. Aquí tenemos como pedazos de fragmentos de minerales, que todo esto sirve, porque son completamente gratis.
You're back. How are the investigations going?
We found 3 clues in the vicinity. First, there are 4 missing pickaxes, yet everyday items are still in their place.
Forced to? But who would kidnap miners?
Who indeed? Second, there were 5 workers at the mine. Those who kept working all disappeared. The one who left early emerged safe and sound.
Now that you mention it, I recall Bravo saying that he took a break. Could someone have entered the site and simply walked away with them?
This leads me to my third point. Mr. Kun-jun here made good use of his, expert techniques.
A child? But there are no settlements here for miles around.
Unlikely as it sounds, that's our conclusion.
Where did they go?
We believe that they followed the road north, away from the mine and toward the ruins.
North. Right. I'll rally my men and head in pursuit. You've been invaluable to the investigation, but leave the legwork to us.
Not so fast. The incident occurred 6 days ago. Even if they set out on foot, they would...
You're right. New plan. I'll lead my search party over to the settlements further out and make some inquiries. There are only a few settlements around here with lodging for the night. In the meantime, you could keep looking for clues. If we don't see each other, let's...
Agreed.
All right. Me and my men will get going.
So, they're gonna talk to the people over at the settlements while we keep investigating here.
Correct.
But there aren't any more clues at the mine.
Wait. I believe we're missing someone.
Huh? Oh yeah! Where's Kunjun? Paimon bets he's still investigating. Let's...
Ok, muy bien, entonces hay que ir con este señor.
Kunjun, what are you searching for? We're all...
Apologies. I'm conducting a quick search for my own benefit. I'm looking for a precious stone known as Dragonfall.
Dragonfall. Dragonfall is often used in forging. What use do you have for it?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't recall why I'm seeking it. I've been feeling very absent lately. In fact, I've been feeling extremely anxious, as if there's something I've forgotten to finish. It's an unpleasant sensation.
Oh, Paimon knows that feeling. When you know you've forgotten something, but you can't remember exactly what it is.
I don't even know where to start with it. I've been aimlessly wandering. That day at the market, I overheard a conversation while I was buying something. It sounded so familiar to me, as if whatever it was I had to do was linked to that stone. So, I decided to look for some. Perhaps if I can retrieve some, I'll remember what it is I have to do.
I see. If I am able to during our endeavor,
Really? Oh, thank you, Mr. Zhongli. You're too kind.
think nothing of it.
Shouldn't we get going?
Heading north from the chasm, we'll reach Lingju Pass. If this is indeed the path they chose, there...
Great! Let's have a look.
Ok, muy bien. Entonces, tenemos que ir al siguiente lugar, que es por acá. Busca pistas. Ok, muy bien, vamos por aquí.
Wait, there are tracks here. These must have been left by the miners.
Let us make our way to the end of Lingju Pass. If there are no footprints there, it would suggest that the miners are still within the pass itself.
Ok, busca, ok. Busca más pistas alrededor. Muy bien. Aquí y luego nos vamos para acá. Tratar de evadir todos los enemigos porque es innecesario, completamente innecesario pelear contra ellos. O sea, no... Están ahí nada más por si quieres golpearlos, atacarlos. Y aquí es donde vinimos una vez con este Seshenaya. Que aquí había una especie de cueva y ahí es donde se transformó, etcétera, etcétera, etcétera. Es por aquí.
Hey, footprints!
It would appear that they made their way through Lingju Pass and kept moving.
If we follow their footprints, we should be able to find where they went.
Muy bien. ¿Se va a levantar? Sí, te vas a levantar. Ya lo sabía. Tenemos más enemigos en el camino. Así que no pasa nada.
Solidify!
All hail!
Vamos, voltea, 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 voltea. Muerto. Gracias.
Oh no, the footprints end here.
We should inquire with anyone nearby. If the miners came through here, they may well have seen them.
Tenemos que preguntar.
Have you seen anyone?
A miner.
Hello, have you seen any miners nearby?
Stop bothering me. Can't you...
Jeez, whatever.
Y yo creo que este ya vio algo, porque aquí está enfrente de las huellas.
Hey
about 4 or 5 days ago, there were a few men who came through here carrying baskets and picks.
Yeah, that's them!
4 or 5 days ago. It appears that they were moving slower than we'd anticipated.
It was so strange. 4 big guys with lifeless expressions. It was like they were in some sort of trance. And there was a child staggering in front of them.
Huh. This child. Did you see what they look like?
I caught a glimpse. Blue hair, short. I think it was a girl. She wasn't smiling. In fact, she looked very serious.
And they took this road?
Yes, they followed it straight from here.
Let's go after them.
Les dije, pelo azul. Es la niña del demonio esa. Es la niña del demonio. Aquí tenemos unos fatui aquí al lado derecho. Vamos a tratar de pasar de ellos. Completamente no me interesa pelearme con ellos. Te los ponen ahí por si dices, pues vamos a patearles el trasero por mientras, pero la verdad no vale la pena. Que nada más te atrasas mucho con lo que es con la misión y pues se te hace más larga lo que es. Ay, que se quede.
More footprints. There's a person over there.
Help! Please save me!
Is that one of the people we're looking for? Oh, rescue first. Ask questions later.
Por aquí y vamos con todo.
Time for takeoff.
Lament! Worthless! Here! Worthless!
Muy bien.
Those monsters were so aggressive. They must have noticed me walking through. Before I knew it, they were all over me. Thank you all for saving me. My name is Wanyu. I belong to Liyue Shengyu Hall. I head up our human culture and civilization research.
Huh? You sure you're not a miner?
A miner?
Yeah, we're looking for a group of 4 strong fellas carrying mining equipment.
I think I saw those people.
Really?
Yes. I set off from Nantianmen the day before yesterday, heading for Lingju Pass. About halfway there, I came across some people. I was in a hurry. I didn't get a good look. I'm afraid I'm not even sure what they looked like. Apologies.
I think that's all we needed to hear. Thank you.
I hope it's useful to you. I'd better get going. There's a conference I need to attend. Again, thank you all for your help.
According to this scholar, the miners were heading for Nantianmen.
Can we be absolutely sure that it was the men that we're looking for?
A child with a group of adults. Sounds pretty close to Paimon. But...
Hey, perhaps that rock over there can tell us more.
Aha! Paimon nearly forgot about our secret...
It looks promising. I'll do my best. It's the same group, all right. They followed this road.
Mr. Kunjun, your stone seeing is something I won't forget in a hurry.
I suppose it is an asset, though I rarely find a use for it. But praise from Mr. Zhongli is high praise indeed.
It's a good thing we brought our Kunjun compass along.
You think so? I guess it's been a worthwhile trip then. It feels like we're cracking a criminal case.
Be that as it may, we would do well to keep our guards high. 4 fully grown men in a trance-like state, walking ceaselessly day and night, over hills and mountains, led...
Oh, you're quite right, Mr. Zhongli. We should have our wits about us.
That's not all. Our scholar was attacked by Geovishap hatchlings. We have encountered many clues along the way. So far, they've pointed us in the right direction. The miners headed in the direction of Nantianmen the day before yesterday.
Great! No time to lose!
I left a mark in the vicinity just now. If Uncle Dai does pass through here...
Clever thinking! A classic Zhongli move!
Ok,
The rain
entonces...
stopped. I don't concern myself with the weather.
Vamos para allá. Nos estamos dirigiendo hacia el dragón Geo, ¿no? Bueno, el dragón Geo. El dragón que siempre derrotamos por aquí, ¿no? Muy bien, y es por aquí. Uf, está en la parte mero arriba. Está y algo muy pero muy retirado. Sí, está demasiado retirado. Vamos para allá.
Hey! Over here on the ground! Is this one of the missing people?
There's a basket lying here, too. This must be one of the miners.
Hey! Hello?
Judging by his appearance, he must have collapsed from exhaustion.
Should we wake him up?
I can still dig.
Sounds like he's whispering something.
It seems that he thinks he still has work to do. There's a camp nearby. We should take him there and monitor his condition before deciding our next move.
Y pues bueno gente, ¿qué tal si dejamos hasta aquí lo que es el capítulo de hoy? Un capítulo muy bueno que espero y pues les haya gustado, si han divertido tanto como yo. Y si es así, por favor denle like si les gustó, en comentario pueden dejar lo que ustedes quieran. Los invito a suscribirse y nos vemos en el próximo capítulo de este Genshin Impact. ¡Nos vemos!